Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. My fireball babies, how are you doing? So it's been a while for me. This is the first reading that I'm doing in about 10 days. So I know my channel hasn't been void of videos for 10 days because I did some stuff and I had it coming out while I was away. So I was up north for sort of like one last hurrah with my friends and the kids, playing in the water and the sunshine. So I'm feeling very vacation mode. Well, no, it's kind of going away because I had to do laundry and all that stuff. Unpack and so anyways, here we are, Aries, and I am ready to do your reading because I do believe the last one that I did was for Pisces, so it's your turn. And I'm hearing story. You need to hear a story? I don't know what the story is. I don't know if this story is you right now, if this story is someone around you, or if this story is you in the future. It could even be you in the past, but it's time to reflect on that. I don't know. So I'm going to start with my Return of Spirit Oracle deck, and then I'm going to go into my Tarot of Positive Clarity. And then if I need to clarify, and if you know me, you know I like to clarify, and go into my teeny tiny Everyday Witches Tarot. So let's get started, Aries. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that will be at the top of the description within this video. And I think in that, we're just going to go deeper or further into whatever. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. The extended usually sort of guides itself. Let's focus on this right now, Aries. What is this story about? I was told to pull out this deck, which I have not used in a long time. I used to use it quite a bit. This story is about the violet flame. The violet flame to me is something that burns within, that is sort of like smoldering. Something that's smoldering within you that's been slowly getting ready to hatch out. So something, and when I want to say smoldering, it's almost like preparing the embers for the movement of the flame, which is really actually kind of cool because you're the fire sign. You're the first one. You're the cardinal. You're the initiator of fire. So the violet flame, that's what this story is about. Ooh, whoa. Well, this is a different kind of reading for you. This violet flame is very powerful. This could be something related to sort of a Kundalini awakening. These are the three that are in the underline, and that's it. Everything else is reversed after that. So you have sexuality surfacing and up. I feel like your mojo is going up. I feel like your attractiveness is going up. I feel like your confidence is going up. I feel like you're finding your footing. That's how I would describe this energy in this story. So, Aries, what all been up to? I was just sitting in the river. I don't know what I was doing. I was sitting in the river. Oh, we went whitewater rafting. My son is very brave. I was hanging on to him. He kept saying, Mom, you don't have to hang on to me. I'm fine. I said, I'm not fine. I need to hang on. You know when they're getting to that age where they're braver than you. We're going to die. And then my little dog, Lily, she jumped off the dock. So I'm telling you a few stories here. Because, I do that. So the dock where we are, it's about 6 feet deep there. Yeah. And she's about this tall. And I was out in a paddle boat with my friend's daughter. And we're sort of like in this little island area that's kind of up to our ankles. So we're kind of wading through and you find tadpoles and stuff. Lily didn't like this. I would say we're probably about 100 yards from the dock. And it's a river, so there is a bit of a flow. And my son was trying to watch her on the dock, and she kept barking at me, like, Mommy, come back, Mommy, come back. And then Lily has never done it before. Lily is built for comfort, not speed. Where are you, Lily? Are you up here? You want to show yourself? No. So she's just a little white fluffer, and she jumped in off the dock. And the dock itself stands about that high till you hit the water. She jumped in, She went boop, right under. But then like a little capsule, boop, she popped right up. Because she's kind of chubby, so she floats well. And off she was going to go. And she doesn't even swim. She can swim, but not that often. She wouldn't have made it. I do not think she would have made it in the current in that distance. My son, without even thinking, with his hoodie, his shorts, his socks, he dove in after her. He's 11 and a half almost. And he rescued her in water that he couldn't even touch the bottom. He rescued her and he guided her back to shore. And I thought, oh, he's so brave. He's getting brave and I'm not. So anyways, those are just some of the fun things that happened up north. All right, let's see what this story is, Aries. Anyone who's not used to my channel probably has no patience for that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like one of those old ladies. You know what? I've got something important to tell you, but it's going to take me a hot minute to get there. All right, what is this story for Aries? That's a lot of cards. I'm hearing 6 cards. Usually it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Wow. So there's a lot of emotional traction with this for you. Because we have like these really hot, like sexy energies coming in for you right now. I'm going to get these in the right order. Like that's very, well, again, yeah, like very sexual, very alluring, but there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of like really good emotions that sits behind this energy. So it's not just sort of imbalanced energy either. Get the Moon, the Page of Cups. Wow, and then the 5 of Pentacles in the Tower. The Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers and the King of Cups is sitting on the bottom. Aries, what is going on with you? Either your energy is, I don't know, wow. This is like really hot, happy, wonderful, beautiful, fortunate energy that's coming in for you, which is good because, yeah, for a while there, you weren't having the best readings. This is like a topper. This is like the top of the cake. This is a nice reading. So here's what you got. I showed you this. You got the Ace of Cups. You got the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry if my hand's not steady. I overused my muscles yesterday. Packing the car and unpacking the car. And the Moon. The Page of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles. And the Tower. Sorry, really quick. It's just because I want to start looking at the cards. Now, something is changing. Like your fortune is changing. Your circumstances are about to change with the Wheel of Fortune here. And it looks like a really positive change with the Lovers and the King of Cups. It does have a sense of, this almost feels like a romantic reading. Now, these cherubs are really interesting. I can never remember what this is called. It's a symbol for, you know, medicine. Oh, what is that called? I never remember. I can't even retrieve it out of my head. But so it's sort of like medicinal. You're definitely going into a very healing cycle. You may be about to encounter, this could be like new people that you're about to meet or new relationships. And coming from a period of kind of feeling like out in the cold on the outside looking in, perhaps witnessing other people around you, having fun, having connection, having community. And it's hugely changing with the Wheel at the bottom and then ending in the Tower. This is a very significant change for you. I want to pull a card specifically on the Violet Flame. This feels like a real Kundalini sort of awakening that's going to be going on for you. The Knight of Cups is sitting. The Knight of Cups is interesting, right? Because he's not moving. He's sitting in place. It's like he's meditating. These, I don't know how, but for some reason, both these cards to me are reflecting like the same position. It's weird. Like the cup doesn't look anything like the person sitting there, But I'm really seeing that. I never saw that face in there before. There is a face. There's something. See, this face looks a lot like the Knight of Cups sitting here. Okay, I need to start pulling clarifiers. This is one of those readings where there's some sort of mystery about to unfold, and I'm not sure who all the players in this are. So I need to start, as I do, like clarify and pull out who these players are for you, where you are in this. I kind of feel like you're this over here, like, because this is the significant change. Like it kind of blows your mind. Something is about to change for you significantly. The violet flame. The violet flame. Wow. I think it came out in this order. You have the World, the Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the Ten of Cups. Yo, Aries, you're going towards something really big here. You're going towards something really big, really significant. You're entering a new cycle that has a lot of, it's got its own traction. Whatever this cycle is with the Knight of Wands, and I think I said it at some point with all the other cards, it's surfacing, it's moving up. Vibrational energy, situations that you're about to be engaged in are about to be very high vibrational. These situations that you are moving towards already have their own traction. So I almost sounds like, to me, I would describe that as not necessarily having to make a large investment into something, whether that's a new relationship, maybe it's a new career choice. It's already got its own traction. What's coming towards you, and it's about to birth really big, wonderful, amazing things. And with the Empress and the Ten of Cups finishing that off, this feels like you're moving into a major cycle that could be like for the rest of your lifetime. And it really is the significant aspect of this cycle is about growth and abundance, and it feels continual, especially going right into the Ten of Cups, and like emotional fulfillment and happiness, dreams and wishes coming true. Having a support mechanism too, I'm getting, because it was interesting. This Empress, I'm really looking at how she's standing by herself, which she typically is in the tarot. She's standing by herself. She has, she has a dog and a cat, and that's it. But then, like, she's about to birth something. She's pregnant. But then over here, we see like the little, it's almost as if you could say that's the baby in the bassinet, the little rocker. And that there's like someone looking after what she's created. And then there's someone looking after her. So you are moving into something that already has traction. It's already movement. It's already moving. It's already got momentum. Okay, so that helps a lot. So again, I feel like, well, now look at this. Because this is significant too. Saying like, I was just really drawn to the fact that the Empress is standing here like alone without other people. And then this Five of Pentacles is kind of standing alone, looking through the barbed wire, looking at other people having fun, looking at other people in community and connection. And the Tower. Like, it's almost like such a significant change, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I would say it's like such a significant change, you wouldn't believe it. Let's see this Ace of Cups. This has something to do, you're being sneaky. Yeah, I know, okay. The Knight of Pentacles popped out and then it flipped back in the right way, but I still saw it. Something, yeah, that makes sense. Because I want to say, okay, sorry. Sometimes I'm doing the reading, I'm so into it. It's like, oh yeah, now I understand. But you want to understand too. So, if I said this Ace of Cups felt like to me, like this, somehow the imagery, it was mimicking the same shape, but it really, I don't know. It doesn't, although he's holding that cup, isn't he? He's got that cup in front of him. But there's been like no movement in this with the Hanged Man. There's an energy outside of you that's coming towards you. I don't know if you've ever met this energy. I don't know that yet. But there's definitely something or someone coming towards you that's part of a great big new cycle. And here again, see, there's this sense of, oh, this Wheel of Fortune card is so fascinating. Shit. Look at it's covered. It's got these rune symbols around the circle. And then see, the rune symbols are all around this Knight of Cups. So these are all linked. Okay, so whether you're masculine or feminine, Aries, male or female, however you want to identify, non-binary friends, you are here in these cards. How I'm being shown to identify you in this story, you are showing up as the feminine. And that just necessarily doesn't actually, like, Aries is actually even a masculine sign. All the signs that are masculine are feminine. Aries is a masculine sign, but you are showing up as the feminine right now, which makes a lot of sense because there's something that you are moving towards, or something that's moving towards you. And it already has traction. It already has momentum. So you become the receptive element in this story, right? Because this is about, so something that was perhaps sitting in a feminine energy that was not necessarily taking action or was not necessarily going towards its goals or what it wanted to achieve, I feel like is moving into a more intended action, a more focused sense of movement. Because if we look at this Wheel of Fortune card too, I didn't realize it. I just sort of noticed it was red and blue, but the bottom is all like this devilish energy. It looks like hell, and the top is very like divine. It sort of looks like heaven. So there's the change here. There's something, so there's some sort of change going on around someone who is about to be significant to you. I don't think they're significant to you yet. This person is going through their own transformation, or has been going through their own transformation. It's almost like this person is ahead waiting for you. That's how I would describe this. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down because now I see this. This looks like, to me, the Moon card, like this is something that you need to walk through. So something you need to walk towards, something you need to work through. The Moon could be our fears, could be something completely unknown. You're taking a bit of a chance here, and it's almost like this is standing at the other side of whatever it is that you walk through. This Page of Cups, standing there with the cup, right? There's the cup. There's the cup, standing there with the cup. And then, but this has been waiting. Look at the petals and the roses are falling away. It's almost like maybe you're meant to meet someone, or you're meant to create something with someone, and this person has been waiting. But you need to walk through this Moon energy. So let me see what that is for you, the Moon. It's the Four of Swords. So there's just like a cycle change. I'm hearing like a cycle change because we have the full moon here in the Moon card, obviously. And then we have a crescent moon and the Four of Swords. So healing. You're going down a path of healing. And you really can't get out of this path until you have completed that cycle. And that's obvious. I don't think you could get through those trees. Like, it's just the way that they're depicted. You stay on that path. You cannot get off that path. Once you've come to the end of the path and you exit this period of time where there's a lot of unknown, there's a lot of mystery, there's like fears too about, well, what could the future be for you? What could your future be in this aspect of your life or that aspect of your life? And it's healing all of that. So while you're negotiating all of those thoughts and all of those feelings, you're healing. You're doing like an internal healing process. You're taking time to rest when you need to rest. You're taking time to look after yourself and get your sleep when you need to get your sleep. And then on the other side is like this energy that's waiting to create something with you. It does have a sense of romantic. It starts small. It starts small and then it hits big. Because this was the King of Cups was at the bottom behind the Lovers. I really feel like the angels are guiding you somewhere. Let's see what this is. Because, okay, so we're looking at here, right? This Wheel of Fortune card. You've got all this devil and fire and hell energy. And then here we've got the angels, heaven, and then we have all the little cherubs here. And it's all very medicinal. So, A, I feel like this is going to be a very medicinal relationship or connection for you. And B, I do feel like there's something that this person has been going through. So let's see what this is. This Wheel card, the gates of hell. Oh, it's the Knight of Pentacles. That was funny because that's, why did I ask about that? And I said, no, that's why something is speeding up. How something finally has traction. So this devil energy was, yeah, like really very little traction. Moving ahead really kind of slowly and cautiously. The Queen of Pentacles, there was some sort of responsibility here that needed to be looked after, that had to be looked after. It was a commitment on some level that somebody had here. And again, I don't know if you even know this person. Because it just feels like you're on a path and this person has been on a path. They've kind of made it to the destination before you. But your path is leading to the same destination and here they wait. So the Page of Cups. I love the way that landed on the Knight of Cups because it is. It's a King of Wands. That's a very counterpartish energy for you. It could even be your energy. I don't feel like it. It really changes the storyline and it doesn't feel like that's the right storyline. I feel like there's some sort of energy waiting for you. And it's at the end of this path with this Moon card. Because again, you keep showing up as like this feminine energy in the readings. And again, this is the masculine. So just, how about we do yin and yang too? So nobody says, well, but I'm a guy, I'm not. No. It's the difference between like just being receptive to something, receiving something. Now the Five of Pentacles. This reminds me of the path, right? Like you can't get past these trees. You have to stay on the path. And here, you can't get past this path. You can look, but you can't get into it. You can't go in there. So the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. It's the Ace of Cups. Where we started, where you're going. Yeah, there's a big energy shift for you. The Tower. The Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Star. All right, so it looks like you've walked away from like, I'm hearing more like closing off some part of your life, closing off parts of your life with the Eight of Cups. Like just closing things off in your life. And finding this new path. So okay, what I'm seeing here is you've been going through some sort of a healing cycle for yourself and nothing new, nothing like this energy is going to get on the path. Like nothing can penetrate this path that you're on and you can't exit from it. It's like you need to do some sort of a healing process. And in that, like, see, again, like you cannot get off this path and nothing can get through these, between these trees onto your path and you can't get off this path. But while you're kind of almost like the universe is forcing you to stay on this path, you are coming out on the other side healed. And you're about to come out into a very open path, right? Like this, there's that new path. So you're coming out of a healing period and you're going into a big, expansive cycle, like big. It feels really big. And the star, like, start making wishes and they're going to start coming true. Really, start making wishes. They're going to start coming through. There is, though, I really feel like for some of you, there is some sort of a partnership for some of you that's surfacing. And the sexuality card, too, it could just be like an awful lot of mojo. An awful lot of Aries mojo. The momentum. Too, it's almost as if this path, if it's been a long, hard path for you, in some sort of a healing cycle, I almost am picturing this new path that you're about to get onto, which has no barriers along it. You can come off it at any time. New things can come into your world while you're on this path. But this path, I'm seeing it like a moving sidewalk. Like it has that momentum. There's very little effort required in some sort of new cycle that you're about to go into. Oh, geez, the Knight of Cups is at the bottom again. The bubble blower. I love this one. The Knight of Cups is at the bottom. Excuse me. I would be negligent because I know someone's going to say, well, you can't say anything. I'll shut up. So anyway, so let's go into the sexuality card. Let's look at these three here and see what we have for you. So the sexuality card. Boop, 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 boop. Well, if it's been a long COVID, I have heard people say that. You have the 8 of Wands, the Strength card, and Judgment. So things are about to move for you. Things are about to move for you. Things are about to pick up. This is very big time mojo. You've been like, it's almost as if you've been going through a healing cycle and your energy has been pulled away from a lot of others, even if that's physically from people, emotionally from people. It's almost like you have been building up a stronghold, like within you, and it's about to burst through. There's a new beginning here. It's so funny. I have to say, this card, it reminds me of getting the message. Okay, I'm seeing in my head. I don't know if it's, I can't get any, I'm not seeing any details. Like the people in what I'm seeing, they're not really identifiable, but I'm sure it's something I've seen in a TV show or a movie or something where someone comes into the office and they're like whistling. And I was thinking, yeah, that person has not acted like that in about 2 or 3 years. What's going on over there, Joe? Did you have a good night last night? Yep, good. It's kind of like that energy. Want to tell us what's going on? No, it's all good. It's kind of that. So, surfacing. Oh, there was 2 cards there. I didn't even know that. I thought I was just picking up the one. So, with your surfacing, you have the 7 of Wands into the 4 of Wands. Look at how that's changing. I'm telling you, this is changing. Cycle is changing. Going from having perhaps a defensive posture, which is interesting. Sorry, I spit a lot with things in my mouth. Because this path that feels like you've been kind of forced on and you couldn't get out of it and things couldn't get into you, that's sort of almost like the defense mechanism. Even if you were not necessarily feeling defensive about certain things in your life or certain boundaries, the universe had put them in there. The universe has put boundaries around you, protecting you, and you're about to come off that path into the open field. Up. The King of Pentacles and Justice. Well, what I really like most about this King of Pentacles card is that he has cake and wine. So, cake and wine, there'll be justice, there'll be celebration. There's a real sense of celebration going from the 7 of Wands into the 4 of Wands. And I mean, the king here has the cake and the wine. So there, I feel like finances perhaps going up with the King of Pentacles, continuing to build a stronger foundation for yourself. There could be, for some of you, maybe some sort of a legal action that you're waiting on, an answer. it could be like it's broad. I mean, if we're talking about justice and the laws here, it could, I feel like it's beyond just like karmic laws and balances. It feels like for some of you, maybe there's a job that you've been waiting for, or maybe there's some sort of restitution that you're waiting for from some sort of class action or a lawsuit, or like a severance package. But something's going up. Going up. You could end up getting more than what you're anticipating in something. I could see that with this energy. I think you're definitely going to end up getting more in everything than what you're anticipating right now. That's how I would close this off. You are about to go into a cycle where you are going to receive more than what you're anticipating I don't know, it's just like at like every level. So that's not so bad. Isn't that good? Aren't you glad you waited for me to come back and do that reading? Look, you got the Chariot. Ah, see, you're about to have some choices here in movement. Where are you going to go? It's up to you. You're coming off of some sort of path where you literally, it's almost like you've had like a fence around you. You haven't been able to exit from that. So there you go, Aries. Thank you so much. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.